I'm gonna show you how to get into shape in less than 90 minutes. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm basically gonna show you a 3-day workout split that 2 of the workouts are about 27 minutes and the last one is a little longer. So the times aren't gonna be exact, but it's about 90 minutes a week and you can get everything in. You're gonna hit all your muscles. So quickly, there's going to be one rule for this. When you have rest breaks, and I'm gonna tell you the format of these workouts, I don't want you to ever stop moving. I want you to, at a minimum, be pacing. If you could jog in place, that would be cool. If you have a jump rope or just some way of moving constantly. Because the whole point of this is so that you can burn calories, and the more you move, the more calories you'll burn. Now, if you're completely out of breath after a set, you should probably just be walking. I don't want you to be like raising your heart rate during this, but I don't want you to let your heart rate fall. I want you to stay active throughout this. So that's the one thing. So with that being said, the format of these is going to be, it's gonna be set, your little bit of cardio. It's gonna do 9 sets of workout, except for the last one. And then you're gonna do that, some form of movement in between. So first, we're gonna start out with our first workout day. This is gonna be hitting our chest and our triceps. So we have 2 chest movements and 1 tricep movement. I did that specifically because during your chest movements, you are still going to be engaging your triceps, so you're secondarily hitting. So first, also everything in this video will be done with just a bench and dumbbells, and I will try and throw out like an alternative that you can do without any equipment if I can think of one in the moment. So first, we're gonna start out with a chest press. So you're gonna grab your dumbbells, get on your bench, lean back, elbows at, I'd probably say 45 degrees-ish from here. Push up and together, back down. Your hands should be stacked over your elbow, and then you push like that. Obviously, you're gonna do it with 2 dumbbells. Up, back, like that. So you're gonna do that. I'm gonna have you do 3 sets of that, about 2 minutes rest in between. And during that 2 minutes, obviously during your rest, like I said, I want you to be at a minimum just pacing around. If you can get a light jog going, do that. If you have a jump rope, do that, whatever it is, right? So that is our first chest exercise. If you don't have a bench and dumbbells, I would say do push-ups, and just if push-ups become easy or you're doing like so many of them, look up harder variations of push-ups. There is like a massive increase where you can go making push-ups very easy to much more difficult. That is our first chest exercise. Then we're gonna move to our second chest exercise. So this one, you're going to grab these dumbbells again. Then you're gonna lay back on that bench. And in the first time for our chest press, we were over here. This time we're doing a fly. So you're gonna turn the dumbbells parallel to you, like this. You're gonna go out wide like this, and then you're gonna hug together, kind of. You see how my arms have a slight bend, but they're not coming into my chest, they're going over my chest. One way to think about it is you're hugging like a barrel. So you're gonna go out wide like this, hug that barrel, back, hug, like that. That is a chest fly. So same thing with that. You're gonna do 3 sets with that 2 minutes rest in between. Both of those are gonna secondarily hit your triceps, but primarily hit your chest. The last thing for your chest and triceps workout is going to be a tricep extension overhead. So I'm turning so you can see it better. You're gonna grab a dumbbell over your head like this. Then you're gonna lock your elbows in place right here and then go up, back, up, back, up, back. A great tricep exercise. So that is that. Now, if you don't have a dumbbell, you could do a bench dip, or you could even do this with a chair. You just need something. You're gonna go off like this, feet on the floor, dip up, dip, up, dip, up. That's gonna work your triceps as well. So doing a combination of those exercises, you're gonna do 2 chest exercises, 3 sets apiece, and then you're gonna do that 1 tricep exercise. Now, obviously to all of this, if you wanna spend, let's say, 2 hours in the gym rather than just 90 minutes, you can add on to all of these. I'm just trying to give you something quick that in 90 minutes a week, you can get a solid workout. Next, we're gonna hit back and biceps. This is now a separate day. We're gonna go with that same format. We're gonna do 2 back exercises, 3 sets each, and then 1 bicep exercise. So, back exercises. First, if you have a pull-up bar, I would 100% say that's what you should be doing. But I said I'm gonna try and keep the equipment to this today, so I'm gonna show you 2 back exercises to do. But the first one I'm gonna show you is a pullover exercise. I would replace this with pull-ups if you can. So, first one, let me scoot this bench back a little bit. Move this dumbbell out of the way. This one, there is a little bit of possibility you get injured just due to the way it's set up, but you're going to grab your weight, feet out. You're basically putting your shoulder blades on the bench. Then you're gonna take the weight, put it over your head. You're gonna go back, 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 and up. With your arms, have a slight bend, but you're controlling your lats, which are the big muscles on your back, the side muscles right here. You're gonna use those to bring the weight back and up. You're trying to not use your arms at all. Your arms are just holding it up, but your back is what's actually moving the weights. Show you one more rep. And you're gonna use, it's right here on your back. The muscles that if you spread out, you can see over here. The next thing we're gonna do is a dumbbell row. So, I don't have anything that's a great height for this. Actually, you know what? I'll use the stool. You want something that's probably a little above your knees, I'd say. Hard to kind of gauge. If something's a little higher, that's fine. I wouldn't say lower, but you're going to grab your dumbbell, hand on it. You do this exercise one side at a time. Hand down, you're in this bent position. And from here, you're gonna drive your elbow, not up, but back, like that. Not up, back. You're trying to bring your elbow as far back behind you as you can. This is working your back as well. You're gonna do it like that, then you're gonna switch sides, which is kind of useless for me in the video while you're seeing this because you can't really see it, but you get the point. You're gonna train both sides, obviously. So those are our 2 back exercises. Like I said though, if you can, I would say to do pull-ups instead of that first pullover exercise I showed you. Now we gotta hit biceps. I'm gonna show you 2 different variations. Pick one. Actually, the first one I'm gonna show you is a better bang for your buck though, because it's gonna train your forearms and that's the one muscle I'm kind of skipping in this video. So the first one is going to be hammer curls. Don't know why I'm standing over the bench like that. From here, you're doing the reverse of if you hit something with a hammer, you go like this. You're doing the reverse, you're going up. You're gonna grab the dumbbells, keep them like this. Elbows maybe slightly out in front of you, and from here you're gonna curl up, down, up, down, up, down. So those are your hammer curls. Second curl variation is the one that everyone knows. Just a regular old bicep curl like this. I will say my arms are exhausted because I hit back and bis earlier today, so I'm going to stop that. So that is our second workout. Like I said, you're gonna do those 2 back exercises, 3 sets each, and then you're gonna pick one of those bicep exercises, do 3 sets of that. And if you do about 2 minutes rest in between, under the assumption each set's gonna take you about a minute, the first and second workout I just showed you should be about 27 minutes. Now, Our last one, legs and shoulders. That's how I personally do it. You could put shoulders on that first day if you wanted to, but I personally do it on my leg and shoulder. So let's go over legs first. Legs, honestly, there's so many different exercises you can do. I'm gonna show you if you could do walking. There's so many different options that it really is up to you. But you could do like a walking lunge to hit your quads. So you're gonna lunge, up, and you would just keep walking. That is a great quad exercise. You could also do any of the very many different squat variations. So if you had a dumbbell like this, you can hold it like this and just squat. Oh, my bad, squat. Up, squat, up. Personally, I would do, if you're only gonna do one quad exercise, I would do 4 sets of it, or 3 or 4 sets. If you're gonna do 2, you can do 2 sets of each. Those are gonna hit your quads right here. Then we need to hit our hamstrings, the back side of our legs. So for that, I'm gonna show you what's called an RDL. Now this is a very confusing and difficult to do exercise, but I would honestly do it with me if you're doing it. Like go back to this video when you're doing RDLs so that you can actively watch me explain it, because you definitely could get hurt in this. So for starting out, if you've never done these before, I'd say do no weight or very light. So I'm gonna do it with just 1 dumbbell to show you, but I definitely do it heavier. So you're gonna grab your 1 dumbbell or 2, whatever you do. You're gonna stand feet shoulder width apart, holding the dumbbell, standing tall like this. You see how I'm not strict legged like this, but a slight bend in my knees. And then what I'm trying to do now is I wanna get my butt to touch the wall behind me. Obviously you can't literally do that, but that's what you're supposed to be thinking of. So my core is staying tight, I'm slowly going down, my butt is going as far back as I can get it. And for me, this is like my max stretch. I can't get any further down from here, then I go up, down, up, and you should feel it very much in the back of your legs. If you had 2 dumbbells and you advance at this, you can do it like this, down, up, down, up. And a good cue is if you watch the dumbbells, they're not moving all over the place. For me, they can just go straight up and down. So down, up, down, up, like that. So that is your quads and hamstrings. Hamstrings are probably the hardest muscle to hit at home. You could do some reverse lunges for them, but those are just the 2 that I'm gonna show you today. Now, we have to hit our shoulders. 2 exercises I'm gonna show you, and genuinely, these are the only 2 shoulder exercises you need. Because if you're watching this, you're probably not putting a crazy amount of time into training. Like, I put in 6 hours a week usually, so I might do a little more, but like genuinely, even for me, I don't do that much more than this. So, we do a shoulder press. Now, you could do this standing. If you had something seated with a back or like a bench that goes up, that would be nice. I personally don't, so I'm gonna have to do it this way, and I'm gonna have to tighten my core for this. If I could do it standing, I would, but the ceiling down here is really low. So, you're gonna do a shoulder press. You're gonna take your dumbbells, have them at little more than 45 degrees, but definitely not 90. From here, it's kind of like that chest press. You're gonna go from here, up, down, back to your shoulders basically. Up and together slightly, down, up, down. You're gonna do 3 sets of that, or you can even honestly do 2 sets of that. And then you're going to do lateral raises. This is another one, 100%. I would watch a video while doing these. You can watch me do it, have someone else explain it, whatever. But I'm gonna do these with a light weight because these are known as the exercise that humble you. I'm gonna do them seated today just because, but you could do these standing as well. I usually do them standing. I just don't have a lot of room yet. But actually, you know what? I am gonna do these standing. I think it's a better visual for you. So let me just move this bench really quick. So, standing here, I am not standing straight up, but a slight bend. Dumbbells aren't at my side. They're not right in front of me though. They're kind of in the middle, about that 45-degree angle. Slight bend at the hip, like I said. From here, you're gonna raise the dumbbells up and down. And one thing is, you wanna try and keep your pinky slightly higher than your pointer finger. So what I mean by that is you don't wanna lift it like this. You wanna lift it like this. You see how the back side of the dumbbell over here, in that peak form at the top of the movement, the back side of the dumbbell, my pinky, is higher than my pointer finger. Hopefully you can see that. It's not flat like this, it's higher. So you're gonna go like this, bang, bang, bang. Those are your lateral raises. So on your legs and shoulder day that I just showed you, this is going to be your longest day because the muscles aren't synergistic. And what I mean by that is when you hit chest and triceps, you hit your triceps while hitting chest. When you hit back and bis, you hit your biceps while hitting back. But the legs and shoulders, they don't correlate together at all. So that's why this day is a little longer. I would try and do 3 sets for your quads. So that was your lunges or your squats. I would do 3 sets of RDLs or whatever hamstring exercise you choose. I would personally go with RDLs. I do program those myself. And then I would do at least 2 sets of shoulder press and 2 sets of lateral raise, though I'd say probably 3 of each. So even if you did do that on your legs and shoulders day, that would be 12 total sets, which would be about 12 minutes. If you do 2 minutes of rest in between, that workout's probably gonna be more like 40 minutes, but you could always try and work your shoulders into a different day or just give yourself a little more time that day. And also, I also am calculating in 2 minutes rest between every set. You also don't need to do 2 minutes rest. Honestly, a good rule of thumb is if you feel ready after a set, you can go hit another set. Like, I would give yourself at least a minute, but like if you feel ready after 90 seconds to hit a set, you don't need to wait the 2 minutes. There isn't really a magic number. The magic number is, the magic question is, hey, do you feel ready? And if the answer is yes, go for it. I don't usually track my rest time personally. My only other thing to you is, this video is 100% geared towards burning calories because like I said, you should be moving during those rest periods, at least walking. If you're trying to burn calories and lose weight, love that for you. But you do need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. You just want to put that out there. And all of these exercises, if you do them close to or near to failure, you will start building muscle, though this is not an optimized training routine for building muscle. But that's also because you're getting all this in, let's say 100 minutes a week. But with that being said, I hope you really enjoyed this. I hope you can implement this 3-day-a-week, about 90 to 100-minute workout split and start losing weight and get in better shape. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next Sunday at 5 p.m. Catch you there.